Hello everyone, my name is Stopic and today I have a juicy video for you guys. It's a video idea that's been done before. It's the 100 days hardcore challenge, quote unquote if you will. Originally done by Luke the Notable, but today I will pick up his torch and do my own version, so to speak. Mostly because it's been many years since I played vanilla Minecraft, let alone hardcore, so I thought it would be fun. This is going to be split up into 5 parts with around 20 days each. Hope you enjoy. So I started off my adventure, like how all Minecraft adventures start, and that's by getting wood. So I took down this birch tree, and with that birch tree I made a crafting bench and some sticks. I later turned that into a wooden shovel and a wooden pickaxe. I did this so that I could get stone a little bit faster, so I wouldn't have to just dig with my hand, because I'm big brain. So I dug down, got some stone, and here my brain was kind of in autopilot mode, so I ended up with a little more stone than I needed. 28 to be exact. But hey, I got some extra. So I used that stone to create the essential tools, like a stone sword, a stone pickaxe, axe, and shovel. And then I headed out to find a place where I could live. But I didn't really get that far, because on the other side of this mountain I saw a village. So I decided to go down there and steal their hay, so that I could turn that into bread and be set on food for the next couple days. Many days actually. I also stole this little chest plate, and these apples, bread and potatoes. Oh yeah, and this bed, so I could sleep through the nights. I then headed over the landscape in search for a place, but I ran into this ruined portal where I got some golden armor and some obsidian. Golden nuggets and a fire charge. But they killed this cow before heading down to mine some coal and some iron. I was down there the majority of day 1, so I created some iron tools and some iron armor. On day 2 I headed out again over the landscape in search for a home, where I ran into this pillager outpost. It went okay. One of them sneaked up on me, but I killed them. The loot in the chest wasn't so great, so that was quite of a bummer, but my mood didn't go down. Day 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, I didn't record, I'm sorry about that. But I made this house, and I captured these animals, that I would later use as a food source, when I had bred them enough. I also created this farm here, so I could feed my animals, and myself. And lastly but not least, I created this mine. On day 8 I didn't really do anything, I just farmed my farm and relaxed. On day 9 I started out by breeding my cows and put down this bell just because I could. Killed some zombies down in the mine, and I was actually quite lucky enough to get some coal, some iron, and you guessed it, some diamonds. But it was quite unfortunate because it was only 2 and I lost one of them. So yeah, that wasn't that great. Damn you. But I went up, hit the bell and went to bed so I could get into day 10. On day 10 I created 2 more pickaxes and headed down to mine again. This day it was going to be a little bit more of a lucky day, because I found 6 diamonds right off the bat in my first 5 minutes of mining, so that was pretty good. I believe it was 6.
6?
Yeah, it was 6 diamonds. And then I found 8 diamonds.
Would you look at that? 1, 2, what is it? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.
So I had 14 diamonds in total. And I decided to head up because it was a good day. So I headed up from the mine. Close the doors, but not before hitting the bell another time and going to bed. Day 11 was boring, nothing happened, but on day 12 I began building a small iron golem farm. I lived close to a village, so it was easy getting to villages. At least that was what I thought. So I gathered my supplies that I would need.
Iron golems can spawn in a 16 by 13 by 16 radius, and that is...
But of course, not before watching a tutorial. So I headed out and started building the base of my construction. A 5x5 little square. After I'd done that, I headed out to get the villagers in a boat, because that's who I am. Get the boat. So I put him in the boat, but because I'm a terrible boat driver, it took some time. I kept bumping into these fucking grass patches here and trees and whatnot, so it took longer than I care to explain. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit that guy. Actually, it took the whole day and night. But eventually I got them over there. So on day 13 I could begin constructing the rest of my iron golem farm. Put down the beds. 5 beds. Put that in the glass. And after that I had to figure out how to get them up there, which I did by, well, getting some railroads and a minecart. So I built that so I could get them up there easily. But that was not a problem, getting them in the actual minecart. So on day 14 I struggled with that. And they just didn't want to cooperate with me. So that also took some time. But eventually I got them up there, fed them some carrots so that they could make more villages, because I would need fire for this to be actually functional. And while they breeded, I built the rest of the iron golem farm, which was just some stone walls. This build was actually very easy and compact, so shout out to Wolfrogs for making this idea. On day 15 I started off with getting some carrots from my farm and breeding my pigs. Lovely pigs. I'm sorry, I gotta kill you later, sooner or later. I then decided I was gonna build a path down to my farm just to make it a little bit more pretty. I built this out of the andesite and such. I then put fences all around the path just to make it a little bit more enclosed. And some stone walls around my farm to make it look, well, pretty. And for the same reason I also put down some wooden slabs to make it, look pretty, which it did, I think. And I also began to make a path over to the iron golem farm, but, well, I didn't get that far. So I kind of forgot about it. I then went to bed, and on day 16 I made a new friend. I didn't really give him a name, so if you have any good names, write them down in the comments and I will be sure to name him. And then we head down into the mine, where I was actually really lucky enough, to get a lot of diamonds. Firstly I got 2 here, and then got another 6 I believe, and some more. Within the first 5 minutes actually, so that was a pretty lucky day. And I decided that was good enough. So I spent the remaining of the day 16 looking through a cave, which didn't really give me that much, but hey. On day 17 I slayed some creepers that were lurking around my farms, trying to infiltrate it. So I slayed them off, not cleanly, but I slayed them at least.
Fucking llama in my pit, dude.
And there was also a llama and his traveling villager that had infiltrated my farm, which I wasn't that happy about. And I decided that I was gonna go out on an adventure, so I breeded my cows one last time. And went over to kill the traveling villager, because I wanted his leash. I'm sorry. That was the only reason I killed them. I wanted his leash. I decided to let one of the llamas live, because why not? He looked cute, he didn't do anything. After that I went out on my adventure and found this ruined portal, which had some goodies in it. It had a efficiency 4 golden axe, which would prove useful later on. I also took some golden blocks. I then went to bed, right in the middle of the field, because why not? On day 18 I found a little village, where, well, I just took this stuff that I thought I could need and headed back home. On day 19 I decided that I was gonna expand my house, so I went out with my efficiency 4 golden axe and got some wood. I then gathered the rest of my supplies while there was an enderman teleporting outside my house, which was quite scary to be honest. And before building my house I breeded my cows one more time. They have grown many. I then started building my house, which I wasn't quite sure how to do. So I just kind of did it and put some wooden pillars here and there to build out a schematic. And built like some enclosed walls around it. I spent that night figuring out how to do it, and I decided, hey, I was just gonna do that the next day. So I went down and tried to sleep, but I couldn't because there was monsters nearby, so I had to slay those before I could go to sleep. There's this little zombie out here that I killed with my new diamond sword. Now I can sleep. And that will conclude part 1 of this series. In the next episode, we will be building the rest of our house and heading to the Nether. So subscribe and like for that if you want to see more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took some time, but I had a lot of fun making it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.